Well, good morning, everybody. Man, oh man, this morning started off a little hectic. I normally try to leave the house at about 7:30, but now it's 9 minutes past my debarkation time, so a little flustered, trying to calm down. It's all good. So anyway, I don't have a lot to talk about, but I thought I'd ask a question to anybody who might know something about trees or varmints, pests in the yard. I've got 2 Bartlett pear trees in my backyard. I've got a white peach tree, and the past couple of years that I've lived here, when I first moved in back in 2007, the pear trees were loaded with pears. I mean, freaking just loaded with them damn things. And these pear trees were loaded with pears, but they were kind of bitter. I don't care how long I let them stay on the vine, they got real bitter. And the little bit of research I've read said that they get that way because there's too many of them on the tree. I think that's what it says. If there's too many, they're bitter, or if the tree's not pruned right, they're bitter. One of the trees has got some kind of issue with it because it has several branches where the leaves are really dark brown, almost black. And I have trimmed those out before, but they seem to keep coming back. But it's not on the whole tree, it's just scattered throughout. And my biggest issue, like I said, is not knowing how to prune that damn tree. So I'm sure I'm screwing up the pears that are on it. But it doesn't. I haven't had any pears on it in the last couple of years. Not many to speak of, anyhow. And normally it smells like a brewery out there when they fall to the ground and the squirrels get them and the bees and everything. But anyway, if anybody has any instructions on when or how to prune a pear tree, or a website maybe that they trust that they can send me to, any kind of resource would be helpful. Same with the peach tree. It's not. I think there was 3 peaches on it. Now I got a black walnut tree that, that black walnut tree does this thing every year. I remember the first couple of years I was there, I noticed that now I start seeing the walnuts fall to the ground, and they fall to the ground when they're still green, and they turn black, the shell does, and the hull on it, or whatever you husk, I don't know what you want to call that. And then you pick them up, and etc., etc. And my father loves them down in Georgia, so I try to get some for him when I can. But I noticed that they were just, I see them fall, and I go out there a couple of days later, and they're gone. And I thought, well, the damn squirrels are having a heyday eating these damn black walnuts. And I was out there picking them up one day, and my neighbor, she said something to me, and she has picked some of them before, and I think she always picks them, because when I mentioned to her that I thought the squirrels were taking them all away and that I was getting some to take to my father in Georgia, she mentioned that she had picked some of them and baked with them. She made banana bread with black walnuts in it. Well, she must have picked more than a few, because she gave us a loaf of that black walnut bread not long after, and it was delicious. And I told her I didn't mind. I really don't care. I've got a bunch of blackberries behind my shed. I mean, a bunch of them, and I'd let the neighbor and their kids go pick them, so that's no big deal to me. I'm fine with that, as long as they know. Oh, and the magnolia tree, it's got these, I don't know if you've ever smelled magnolia flowers, but they are so refreshing and crisp smelling, sort of citrusy. Oh man, they're nice. They're not overwhelming, but it's loaded with magnolia blooms, and my neighbor picks them, and I told her to feel free to do that. And they give us stuff in their garden, so it's a big neighborhood little trade-off. Well, anyway, and I got 2 dogwood trees. One of them looks like it's in bad shape, and part of the problem is I have a yard. It's almost, I don't know, maybe almost a half an acre, and I have either moles or voles all over the damn place, and I know what they're doing. I know that they're chewing up the roots under these trees. And they're, in essence, they're going to kill all these trees of mine. And I don't want that. I want trees in my yard. I like the trees. I don't want to have to cut them all down. I don't have any shade when that happens. So I'm suffering through these damn things, and not much I can do about it. So I've tried to use that little, it's a cone-shaped container of little pellets, poison for them, and I've went around and I've checked to see which ones are active, and if it's fresh. And I poked this thing, and I've used 2 of them so far in the yard, and I still have, I don't know if they're moles or voles. I haven't caught or killed one of them yet. But You know, I have seen some stuff in the store or online where you spray it, and it's not a killer, but it's a deterrent. You spray your yard or the areas with this stuff, and they don't like it, or I don't know if it makes the ground bad or whatever. But you know, and I don't want to hear those cockamamie putting juicy fruit in the hole and Dr. Pepper mixed with soap and all this other horse shit. I mean, I want either A, I need something that's going to kill every damn one of them, or I need something that's going to run them off for real. So anyway, that's my dilemma this morning so far. So if you got any advice for that, please let me know. I'm out.